And the reason why is because at Jacob's birth, let me tell you, he came out holding on to the heel of his brother Esau. And because Esau was the first one born, he was entitled to the birthright of his father. If you understand the history of Jacob, you come to understand that Jacob one day walked into his father's quarters while he was blind and old in age. And he tricked his father into believing that he was Esau so that his father could bless him with the birthright. And so the Bible goes on and tells us that Esau got upset and he started looking for Jacob, and Jacob was trying to avoid running into Esau. He was afraid. He didn't know what he was going to do. And then the Bible tells us that while Esau was looking for him, Jacob had sent everybody out of his presence. And the funny thing is, I've come to understand that when you want someone around the most is when you're going through something. But the Bible tells us that Jacob sent everybody out of his presence. And so what happened was, the text tells us that he was left alone there at Jabbok. And Jabbok in its Hebrew form simply means the place of the pouring out. And the first thing you must take note of is that sometimes God has to place you in a position where you are all by yourself so that he can pour out something into you. Many of you are wondering why it is that you always find yourself in a place of isolation and solitude, especially PKs. We don't fit in with nobody. We don't seem to get along with anybody. We don't seem to fit in with the crowd, and we try to figure out why it is that we don't fit in. And the truth of the matter is that the place of solitude is the place where God can pour something into you. And so I don't know about you tonight, but I've grown to a place in my spiritual walk where I don't mind sitting by myself